Hey there, and welcome to part 2 of the Runestone Tournament. If you just came from the part 1 of this video, you would notice there was a really bad cut at the end. My recording software, I've got the free version, so it cuts me off at 15 minutes. I really need to invest in some video editing software so I can cut out stuff like that, but for now, I just honestly don't have the time for it. So I just have to churn my videos out in their full quality. In the future I will be making more high quality videos, but for now I'm going to have to deal with stuff like that. So we left off just doing the ghosts one. We're going to move on with the blunt transfusion. A few hours have passed, so I've got another Queen's Blessing. In fact, what I was saying as it cut me off last time, it wasn't anything important. It was just me saying that the next one will be coming out in a few hours. So yeah, anyway, here it is. I can't remember if I normally just do Healing Fountain for this one. So this one is quite an unusual one. When you kill these enemies, it actually makes the boss stronger, but to be honest, I don't really mind because I'm powerful enough that it doesn't matter. And I just stay away from him. Yay, more scoring. So yeah, he's got quite a lot of health now, but yeah, I haven't really found it too much of a problem. I just keep attacking him and do single target damage. Protection bubble means I can just literally sit there a little bit. Easy stuff. Saradin's come back in so many different forms. He's actually in one of the other challenges, I think it's the last one. But yeah, he's been in so many different things. Just like, was it? I don't know, Ragnar has come back in lots of different things as well. He's one of the bosses from the story. It's in the Fortress Approach. I used to hate him. I actually found him harder than Adamar. Just because there's nothing you could do to avoid his attacks. He's got ranged lightning, which always hits you, and summons loads of enemies. So like, because I managed to get through the story in solo at quite a low level, just by playing really carefully, and he was something which I just couldn't, oh whoops, I'm not opening boxes, he was something which I just couldn't, like, beat, because I didn't have the stats to beat him. I just couldn't, I couldn't take down all the enemies he was spawning, and he was taking over my health really fast. But yeah, anyway, so he's come back in lots of things, and Saradin too, but Saradin is just, I don't know, he's not very difficult. I've never found him difficult. Here, you've got to be, this is another map-like one. This enemy is really annoying. It comes back, as you'll know from the event. But yeah, most annoyingly, it will hit you at the beginning. It basically will come and sit right next to you and wait until you're not invincible. Now the thief spawns right here, so I'm just gonna wait for it. There was a reflect enemy there, which I always incinerate as I come running in. It doesn't look like there's a thief. Then there's some skeleton light here, which spawns loads of enemies. So yeah, luckily I managed to get that one actually. I sometimes miss him, but yeah, basically I run in and try to incinerate him, because it will kill him. I'm getting hurt quite a bit. In tournaments there seem to be lots of like quirky things which just aren't in the rest of the game, like this enemy down the bottom here. This will literally wander around the map. That's actually different to the one that just walked away. There are two enemies which just wander around the map, and that's just, I don't know, I don't think they've ever used that before. And yeah, it's just, they try out ideas in these things which are a lot more fun to play than other things. That turned out to be a lot more messy than I thought it would be. But yeah, that's the route I like to take through that. Again, it's another one that's not too tricky. Just gotta, the main thing which can go wrong is against the skeleton light that spawns loads of enemies. You have to play them right, otherwise you can be in a lot of trouble. It's always suicide calls. Those are the things which kill you. Oh yeah, from the 8 challenges I did before, oh no, 7 I think it was, yeah, 7, um, I managed to get 2 artifacts, so that was quite nice. Okay, this hell smells, this is the one which, there are 2, bog druids they're called, got it right this time. There are 2 bog druids, which, when you kill one of them, it will spawn a load more enemies. So, because the bog druids are stupidly powerful with their moves, their tornadoes are so powerful, I don't want to prolong it any longer than I need to. So I normally wait for the thief, but just because it make the video boring, I'm not going to now. So basically I'll take down these enemies first, and then get both the bog druids down to very low health, and then kill them both in quick succession. These knights, these archers, are actually interesting for the fact they don't move, they stand still, and they'll only attack when you're actually really quite close. These bomb things on the ground are so annoying. They slow down your movement and they interrupt your teleport if you try to teleport away when they put them out. So you can only really safely teleport when both of them use. No, really? You're really gonna do that to me? Oh. Alright, I'll check the time, but I may just skip that one because I did not expect that. I thought it was gonna die. Well, we've got about 8 minutes. I'm not gonna bother them. I'll just move on because the last one's a bit longer. Okay. No, this one I use healing fountain for quite a lot of these. Basically, I'm trying to generally develop my playstyle a bit more to not use fireball all the time. It's one of those skills which every wizard uses it, just like decoy and archers. And like if you can learn to play without it, it actually means you can get a lot more interesting skill setups going on. But it does mean you lose area effect damage, which can be very irritating. You can see in this that it didn't cause a problem at all. Now this boss, this has so little health. It's really strange. I don't know what they're doing with this one, to be honest. Like the first one was just too easy, and this one now, like he's just dying to incinerate, even though he's healing himself. Like, notice me look at the message there from a guy called Laku or whatever. He, I just literally helped out his brother. Just before I started this video, did a platinum run for his brother, and so he knows I'm online, and he knows I'm willing to help with platinum runs, so he's just sent me a message. This next one, what is this? Okay, this one is another vampire-like one, except it's a bit tougher. It's the rather than the vampire which will heal himself from you, it's the one which will disappear. I can't remember which event he was from. Oh, it's like the mana or something. It was the one with the Reaper set as the reward, actually. But the main problem is the blood on the ground. Blood pools that drain your health. And you want to take down those vampires if it's spawn. Any vampires, take them down first. Then the archers. And make sure if you hit the archers you kill them, because they will then always hit. And yeah, him himself, he's not too powerful. You don't really want to get into melee combat with him, but it's alright. It's mainly the blood pools that you just need to be aware of where they're going all the time, because they will kill you. Watch how quick my health goes down. Actually doesn't look too bad, but in amongst the combat it really hurts. It's faster than my life steal gets back. And the last one is strangely, it came out at the similar kind of time that the current event came out. Oh no, the last event actually, and yeah, it was they're really similar, which is really strange. But I go back to Fireball for it. It's got 3 waves, which the main concern about it is that the too many filler words. Alright, the main concern about it is that when you run into it, when you run down here, the first and second wave will spawn, each spawn at the beginning, a flag bearer. This can really vary. You may worry when you see a attack power one, but it's actually better than the defensive one, I find, because you want to. One thing which like really separates King's Road from another game I played called Dark Souls is that in Dark Souls you want to tactically play so that you don't get hit by enemies and such. In this game, a lot of survival is actually by taking down the enemies quickly. So see here, I was able to take down one of those bog druids really quickly, and it's now going to help me out a lot because there aren't going to be loads of tornadoes going down on me. And so if they have increased defences, it actually makes it a lot tougher than if they got increased damage, because you can just you then can't kill them quickly, and so you have loads of enemies on you for a longer period of time. But I'm actually going to do this. Oh wait, there's another wave. I'm actually going to do this a second time, I think, just to show what differences can happen. At each stage, you basically have different enemies which can appear. So that's completely randomised, or almost. Like this one on the right here, it's either the Cobra, he never spawns on the left, and then on the left is either this enemy which disappears, or the other vampire enemy which I defeated just before him. But yeah, that's pretty much the easiest you can have that. I find the second wave can be the tricky one because of the skeleton knights and the bog druids. There was one time when I did it, and it was what was it? I think it was 2 flag bearers which were defense, and then there were 3 skeletal knights in that second wave, and I had so many suicide ghouls running around which I didn't kill with 1 fireball. But yeah, anyway, so you can get it trickier sometimes than others. That one was quite an easy version. Alright, we've got about 2 more minutes. Yeah, that's enough time. And conveniently, we've got enough mana for it. Yeah, I like to switch out to the healing fountain for that last wave, just because the blood pools, if that guy does appear. I love to use healing fountains when there's blood pools, because sometimes you have to stand still to attack, and having the blood pools draining your health can be sorry, concentrating, trying to see what enemies are here. It can be very off-putting, because normally you can see when enemies hit you and such, but if you're standing in the blood pool and you may not realise because you're focusing on other things, your health can get low very quickly without you really being aware of it. Okay, that was fun. I forgot to incinerate the reflector guy, so he was kind of surviving longer than I expected. Oh great, the defense flag bearer has to be next to the skeletal knight, right when he spawns. Yeah, you can also get these undead giants, which they're not too bad at all, because they just walk around slowly and spawn a few enemies that are pathetic. As you can see, I'm just kind of taking him down without any trouble. Okay. And this last wave, healing fountain. What are we gonna get? Yep, you get him again. Oh no, that's the other vampire which will not disappear. And we've got Saradin, who is really easy. Yeah, that's probably the easiest setup of the bosses at the end. Saradin and the vampire who, with very little health, But anyway, that rounds up the Runestone Tournament. Hope you enjoyed watching all those different challenges.